So, good day everyone. Welcome to my class. So, by the way, I am your instructor for this subject. I am your teacher, Babs Lopez. So, before I start, I'll be presenting first our virtual classroom rules. So, first we have be on time, act like you're at school, sit in eye spot during class, keep yourself muted, turn on your video, raise your hand to talk, listen, no eating during class, and have fun and do your best. So let's have our prayer first. Dear God, thank you for looking after our school. Thank you that you have loved each and every one of us here. Help us to learn, play, and share together so that the wonderful world you have made becomes more beautiful every day. Amen. So I'll be checking your attendance first. Say present if you're here. Agwan, Bailio, Kataw, Dayuno, Evangelio, Herman, Gomya, Husoy, Nadon, Palmero, Payut Raula, Payut Roverlu, Swaga, Valye, Zapanta. So very good, everyone is here. So I hope that this good attendance will continue every day. So anyway, let's have first a recap or short review for the past lesson that we have discussed yesterday. So yes, Kataw, you're raising your hand. What is the lessons that we have discussed yesterday? Yes, very good. It's all about vocabulary. So, how about you, Dayuno? What is vocabulary? So, very good. Vocabulary is the body of words in a particular language. So, for example, yes, Rahman? Very good. Beautiful. What else? Yes, Husoy? Wonderful. So very good. So every words that we utter, that's what we call vocabulary words. So I hope that you learned something from the lessons that we have discussed yesterday. So anyways, before I start to the formal discussions that I'll be discussing to all of you now, let's have first an activity. So listen carefully. I'll be showing rumbled letters. Then what you are going to do is to fix these letters. The one who can fix it first will be considered as winner. So, are you ready? Very good. So, these are the words that you need to fix. Yes. What's your name again? Oh, yes, Ayla. Yes, we have dash. So, yes, Dayuno. What is the next? Colon. So, yes, Hararman. Ellipse. Next. Yes, Palmero. Semicolon. Very good. So, next. Yes, Kataw. Quotation marks. So, very good. Lastly, yes, Agwan. Hyphen. So, very good. So, thank you for participating. So, very good for all the students who answered it correctly. So, anyways, yes, Husoy, what do you think our lessons for today? Yes, very good. It's all about punctuation marks. So, before I start, I'll be presenting first the objectives. So, at the end of the lesson, students will be able to familiarize oneself in the use of different punctuation marks of writing, use correct punctuation marks in writing sentences, and lastly, participate actively in the oral and written drills on punctuation. So, let's proceed. Today's lesson is punctuation marks. So, yes, Kataw, what do you mean by punctuation marks? So what do you think is the meaning of punctuation marks? Mm-hmm. It composed of periods, yes. Question mark, yes. So very good. So thank you. So when we say punctuation mark, it is a mark or a character used to punctuate, that is, to separate elements of writing such as sentences or phrases. So in writing, we use punctuation marks like the commas and period in the sentence to make things easier for a reader to understand. So if we remove every punctuation mark from this article, you'd find it much harder to understand. So without punctuation mark, it is really hard to understand every sentence. It is because we didn't know where to stop, where to pause. That is the reason why punctuation mark is really a helpful way for the sentences article in order for us to understand it very well. So I'll be presenting first the three types of punctuation marks. So as we go on to our class, I'll be presenting the other types of punctuation marks. So first we have dash. So dash is a mark of punctuation used to help a word or of a word or phrase after an independent clause or phrase or a parenthetical remark, words, phrases, or clauses that interrupt a sentence. So dash is the look at the mark which look at the marks of dash. So that is the symbol of dash. So we have two types of dash, and that are n dash. So n dash is composed of two lines, while M dash composed of or longer than N dash has. So first we proceed first to N dash. So we have four uses of N dash. So first we have express a period of time. So for example, he lived in this town from 1998 to 2009. So instead of putting a two or TO words, letters, let's just use the N dash. So did you understand? Very good. So next, indicate a range of numbers. So you could choose, example, you could choose two numbers from 1 to 50. So indicate a range of numbers. So instead of using a two words or TO letters, let's just use the N dash. So it concludes that 1 to 50. So we're just using the N dash. So next is use with scores. The red team won 3-1 in this match. So the red team won 3-1 in this match. So instead of using again two words, we'll just use the N dash. So 3-1. So lastly, number 4, indicate distance. So Europe to USA is a long flight. So we never use the word to, but instead we use the N dash. So do you understand the N dash? So who can give another example of N dash? Yes, Evangelio. Um, you are going to use the express a period of time. So go. Very good. I lived in Turil from 2000 to 2021. Very good. Who else? Yes, you know. You're using the indicate distance. So sige, go. Toril to Davao is a short flight. So, very good. So, I hope that you really understand what N dash implies. So, let's proceed to M dash or EM dash. So, first we also have four uses. So, first we have show a break in a sentence. So, example, please call my supervisor John Wick on Friday. So when we say show a break in sentence, we use M dash when the sentence after an independent clause or the sentence can stand alone. So please call my supervisor. Or the sentence stands alone. So next we use the M dash, John Wick. Then M dash on Friday. So number 2, making of unimportant words. To get to New York from here, M dash, you are heading there, right? You need a car or a train. So it is making of unimportant words. To get to New York from here, then we're using M dash. You are heading there, right? You need a car or a train. So next, create emphasis. My mom love fish. Then M dash, my dad love beef. So it create an emphasis. And lastly, we have indicates a sudden change of thought. I had a great vacation in Bali. Oh, is that your dog? He's so cute. So it indicates a sudden change of thought. So did you understand what M dash means or implies to us? Very good. So let's proceed to ellipsis. So when we say ellipsis, it is the 3 dots. So as you can see in this screen, we have the symbol of ellipsis. It has 3 dots or 3 periods. So when we say ellipsis, it is a set of 3 periods indicating an omission. It also a form of punctuation used to indicate excluded wording within a phrase or paragraph, or to indicate a pause in a speech. So when we use ellipsis, it indicates a pause in a speech. So we have first a pause before continuing reading something. So for example, we have 4 uses of ellipsis. So first, we have replacement of omitted words. So when we say omitted words, it is a word that is we're leaving out words, or words is hidden or are hidden in the sentences. So for example, what good fortune that the people do not think. So the omitted words there is are for governments. It is the omitted word. So what good fortune for government, but we hide the word for government. Instead, we put the 3 dots, or let's say ellipsis, so that we will have first a pause before we continue reading. So what good fortune that the people do not think. So did you understand? Very good. Number 2 type uses a pause or effect. Then it appeared. Then pause. A genie. Then it is a pause or effect. You should have first to stop for a while you are going to stop first for a while before continue reading. So number 3, an unfinished thought. I know he deserved it, but so it is an unfinished thought. You didn't finish the thought, but you put the 3 periods, or let's say ellipses. I know he deserved it, but then the 3 periods. So that is what we call the unfinished thought. So lastly, a trail off into silence. For example, we were now on our own. So it is a trail off or silence. Where it means silence, you're done because we were now on our own. Then the three dots. So it's done. So did you understand? Very good. So let's proceed to the next punctuation marks. So that's what we call colon, or the two dots, the two equal dots from above to below. So when we say colon, it is a punctuation mark consisting of two equally sized dots placed one above and the other on the same vertical line. So a colon is a punctuation mark which can be easily interfering with something else, such as semicolon. It is also a statement. You are making a pause after a sentence, noticing the most important things. When using a colon, it's like you are saying a lot more. So colon has the same emphasis of what we call semicolon. But semicolon, the above, we have period in the upper, well, we have comma in the lower. So that's what we call semicolon. Well, colon, it has the same equally sized dots placed one above and the other on the same vertical line. So when using a colon, is like you are saying a lot more. So examples. There are two choices at this time. Run away or fight. So, next, he wanted to see three cities in Italy. And that's Rome, Florence, and Venice. So that are the examples of colon. So did you understand what colon implies? Very good. So if you understand the lessons that are being discussed to you now, let's have a game, and that's what we call Find Me game. So listen carefully. I'll be presenting a puzzled words that is related to our topics today. What you are going to do is to tell me three correct words. The correct words. The first students who can tell me many correct words will be having an extra point. So are you ready? So go. Yes, Evangelio. Comma. Yes, we have comma. What else? Yes. Yes, we also have hyphen. Very good. Yes, Payot. Colon. Yes, very good. So, thank you so much for participating. So, I hope that you learned something. And now, let's proceed. So, what do you think is the importance of using a punctuation marks? Yes, Bailio? Yes, it is important because it is the way in order for us to understand the sentence article very well. So, using punctuation in your writings helps the reader to clearly understand the message that is being conveyed. Punctuation primarily helps to indicate the pauses and the emphasis on certain ideas or thoughts that are discussed in the text. So yes, Bailio is right that while using punctuation marks, we easily understand the message that is being conveyed by the text or story, article, or etc. So, it is really important to use punctuation marks in every text. So, do you have any question? Did you really understand the topic? Very good. So, if you really understand the topic, we'll have first our assessment. So, answer it. Directions. Put check if the punctuation marks of the sentence is correct, and X if not. So, number one, we knew who would win the game. The Eagles. So, is it right that I put the colon after the game? So, if it is correct, then put check. Number two, I bought a lot of meat at the store. Bacon, turkey, chicken, and tuna. So if you know that if it is correct that I put dash after the store, then you put check, and if it's not, you will put X. So what happened? So if it is right that I put the ellipsis in the words after so, or if it is correct that I put 3 dots after the word so you can put check, and if not, you can put X. So number 4, I'm not sure that's true. Number 5, after 80 years of dreaming, the elderly man realized it was time to finally revisit the land of his youth, Ireland. So are you all done? Very good. And now, let's proceed to our assignment. So directions. Put the right punctuation marks in this short poem. So a burning question. What you are going to do is to put the correct punctuation mark of this short poem. So, are you all done? Very good. So, thank you so much for listening and for participating in the discussions as well as the activity, and I hope that you learned something from it. Thank you. God bless you, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Thank you.